So coming off our Super Bowl win, we're preparing for the next season. Got to get some players signed and go through free agency, get the draft, and then get ready for the preseason. If we look here at players ready to negotiate, these are all the people we're going to be letting walk this year. We did re-sign Justin Jackson because he had such a good game in the Super Bowl. And we were going to re-sign Terrell Suggs, but he unfortunately decided to retire on top. So looking here, we are getting ready for the offseason. We got free agency, our players that are ready to negotiate, and the draft, as well as getting prepared for the preseason. Coming off a big Super Bowl win, if you look here at our players ready to negotiate, these are all the people we're going to be letting walk. Players like Shelby Harris, just old people or excess, like fat. We don't have that much cap room, only 20-something million, which is a lot, don't get me wrong, but these are people that don't really need to come back. Actually, Trey Marshall's decently cheap, and I mean, he's pretty good too. I kind of want to bring him back. I don't know. We could pick him up in free agency, worst comes to worst, but all these people are going to walk. We did re-sign Justin Jackson, as well as we tried to re-sign Terrell Suggs, but he's not here because he is retired officially. So we're going to advance the week into the free agency and officially begin to get some players. Melvin Gordon is back now from our his injury. And so we're looking here at big name free agents. There's not too many positions of need. There definitely is some. Running back, of which is not one. We don't need a quarterback either. Quarterback, we're good. A halfback, there's a lot of good halfbacks here, man, but we're not going to need any of them. Philip Lindsay did get let walk by the Bucks, so maybe he didn't show up too good there. Wide receivers, we could place a bid on someone like Kendrick Bourne and come in and play our wide receiver 3, but I'm honestly pretty happy with the way that KJ Hamler performed. I am going to offer a contract here to John Ross just because he's so fast, and he was supposed to be really good. He ended up busting, but we might be able to revamp his career here in Denver. So I'm going to offer him a really small contract that isn't really worth too much. But, I mean, if he doesn't get any other contracts, he can always come and play for us. So there's that. Tight ends, we're fine at tight end. I feel good with our tight end room, so we're just going to leave the tight ends at what they are. It'd be nice to sign a Trent Williams. However, I don't think it's really worth it at this point in his career. He's kind of old. Cam Robinson wouldn't be a bad offer. Osemele is here. Just some guards and stuff. I don't know. We don't really need anyone too crazy right now. I'm fine with our offensive line the way it has been playing. But we might go back and offer a bid to, I forgot who it was. Cam Robinson. I mean, he's 25, a 74 overall. We're going to offer him a small contract here for 4 years. Like I said, if they want to come in and play cheap for a team that's contending for a Super Bowl, they can. Just a small little deal, 49 points. I'm not too worried about getting them, but if we do, it would be nice. We do need an end, though, so if we can find a young end, maybe with the dev trait, defensive tackle we need a backup for. So we could offer like Sheldon Rankings to come in here and kind of patch up the D-line. We'll give him 3 years. Pretty big contract there. 88 points. I don't think we need to offer him that big of a contract. Maybe we'll take away some of the guaranteed money. Give him 4.9 and 3.7 because we just need him to beat the Colts. The offer just needs to beat the Colts. That's still 81, which is really high, so we can actually draw back a lot more money on this. Maybe 3 mil and 4.7. How does that look? 70 points, that's good enough for me. So if we can get him, that'd be sweet. We could also use, like I said, another defensive end. Takaris McKinley's here. That'd be pretty nice, but we might be able to find an end in the draft. We can go way down here and maybe find someone a little bit younger, like Dorrance Armstrong, and just offer him a dirt cheap contract. I mean, he's young though, so we can offer him, let's see, for 5 years, and we'll offer him like something like this. I mean, it takes no money for him, but if he wants to, like I said, come and play, that's a big contract it looks like, and he can come in here. Von Miller, of course, now 93 overall only at 32. Could use an offensive lineman. Middle linebacker, we're good. Right outside linebacker, we're fine. I think that's going to do it. Oh, we do need another cornerback. Someone young and cheap, but I think we're going to get one in the draft, so maybe we just let the cornerback sit. We sit with the money we have, and we'll see who we can re-sign. So that is going to do it for our off-season free agency. Let's see here. We get Robinson and Armstrong, 2 cheap contracts. Just random players. I'm going to put scouting on auto because there's no one else I really want to scout. So if we go to league settings here and run it down here to where it says scout players, we'll just put it on auto and let it do that for the next coming weeks. And then advance the next week, where we get a 5th-year option, and we also get Rankins, who declined our offer, unfortunately. Let's see who the 5th-year option players are. Bradley Chubb. Oh, yeah, we're going to pick that one up for sure. He played great last season. He sure did. Got a couple good sacks, and we'll pick up his 5th-year option, no question. And is there anyone else? Or no, it doesn't look like it. So we will advance again to next week. Where, oh, can I not check the... I can't check the free agency rankings, like where everyone went? I guess that's kind of whack. Oh, no, I can. So we go to view free agency recap here, and we'll see where everyone landed. Aaron Jones is a free agent, has not yet signed with anyone. Same with Alvin Kamara. Same with Phillip Lindsay and Jared Cook. It looks like none of these people have signed with anyone. This is kind of weird. League signings. Trent Williams signed. Kareem Hunt signed. Marcus Williams signed. Keanu Neal went to the Patriots. Alex Mack to the Seahawks. Sheldon Rankins ended up going to the Dolphins, who offered him a big contract, so I do not blame him. These are just some of the big league signings. We'll go through all the 80 overall people and check out where they went. Gerald Everett to the Bengals. Villanueva to the Raiders again. Tack McKinley ended up going to the Bills. Jamal Williams, Karis Tart, Jordan Lewis got a big contract from the Bills. Bills gained a lot of good people here, it looks like. And let's see, DeMonte KZ to the Dolphins. So that is it for free agency. I think we're ready for the draft. In order to kind of balance out the draft, I'm going to make it to where it looks like the Jags are going to get Trevor Lawrence possibly. But I'm going to make it to where if we go into here and we look at, so like these players that are scouted on my draft board, right? Someone like Curtis Metcalf, who's a first-round talent in the 6th round. We have to draft him in at least the 2nd round. 1 round behind what they actually are, because I think if we don't, we could just draft all first-round talents and our team would be even more stacked. And we're not going to do that. So instead, we're going to see here. Do they pick Trevor Lawrence? They do. The Steelers go with Jamar Chase. The football team goes with Michael Parsons. The Raiders go with Roshin. Sewell goes to the Jaguars. A big gain for them, having 2 first-round picks that early. Anthony Ware goes to the Dolphins. The Vikings take Khalil Nixon out of Washington State. Daniel Wendley, the right guard out of Colorado, goes to the Panthers. That's kind of a bust pick, honestly. Newberry goes to the Jets. And the top 10 finishes out with Lamar Sneed, so we can now pick to our, advance to our pick, where we are going to be looking at something. Let's go check the team and see what we kind of need here. KJ Hamler's our 3rd wide receiver. I think we're good at wide receiver, and we can grab one in the later rounds. Offensive line wouldn't be bad if we can grab a tackle. A tackle wouldn't be a bad pick, and defensively, an end or a cornerback. End cornerback and tackle is what we'll be looking at here. So we'll go to make your selection. End, tackle, and cornerback. Trey Lance is still here. Let's see here. We'll go to our draft board. People we have left in the first round. Any ends? Unfortunately, no. Curtis Metcalf might be able to slide it out, but we're not going to pick him. We have Don Thomas here, who's a late second rounder from the end position. Will Felix, who's an early second rounder from the tackle position. That might not be a bad pick. Let's check out here. If we check out left tackle, we obviously have Will Felix. Not worth it. Let's see the center. Maybe we could slide out to tackle. Early second round center as well. That wouldn't be a terrible pick. He's 6'3", 296. Felix is 6'5", 320. I don't think that center would be big enough to play tackle. We also got a mid-second round talent here, and Jared Rivers, who is in a late second rounder, so we're not going to take either of them. Don Thomas, we already talked about, as a late second rounder, and yeah, I think that the pick here is going to be the left tackle, Will Felix, early second round talent. It's going to be a little bit of a stretch, but we have to take him. 72 overall, 34th in true talent. Not a bad pick there. It's not a value pick, but it is a pick that fits the team, and he's going to come in and possibly play left tackle for us year one. He probably will, as we get here to the second round to make our second pick. We'll check out our draft board and see who's still here. Looks like we obviously got these 2 first-round talents at D tackle. We also have Mixon, the late second-round talent. The halfback, we don't really need a halfback here. With our second-round pick, we should grab somebody a little bit more of a useful pick here. Maybe like the D tackle, slide him in. Early third-round talent. We did just re-sign Phillips, though, so maybe that wouldn't be the best idea. Here's an early third-round end that we could probably pick up. He's not projected to go until the 5th round, though, so maybe we wait on him. We could grab one of the D tackles now in the second round here. Because this would allow us to still get one of these guys. Let's see, late first-round talent and late first-round talent, but I do think Curtis Metcalf looks a little bit better. And Mixon is a late second round. I think we're going to go here with Curtis Metcalf. He's not going to be great, but he is a good value pick. 72 overall, 32 in true talent. 72, not a bad pick there, as the Jaguars are up to pick. We advance to the third round where we have 2 picks, so we're going to be able to get a couple of good players here. Let's go to pick player. Let's check out the cornerback room, because if we could get a young cornerback here that play behind Dotson for a year, that'd be sweet. It doesn't look like we scouted nearly enough cornerbacks. If we go to scouted here, we got 5th round talent is the best one out there. He's a mid-5th round, so we'll wait on it. If we go to available, if we go to draft board here, looking at, obviously, Rose is still there, but we cannot pick him. We could pick anyone from this kind of second-round talent category. This halfback, we obviously talked about him being early second-round talent. We don't need him, but he wouldn't be a bad pick. He's probably the best possible pick we could take now, and then we can come back for either Easley or Bowman in the next round. Probably Bowman, and then come back for Easley. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to grab Terrell Casey out of Georgetown. Let's see what we get here. 71 normal dev, 40th in true talent. Not a bad player there. He's going to be our 3rd string, but he will probably get some snaps. And now here in the 3rd round, as the last pick, our natural pick, we are going to grab the... sorry, my dog is scratching my door. I'm going to let him out here. But we're going to grab Dalton Bowman, the right end out of Virginia Tech, speed rusher. We'll grab him. Looks like a 69 normal. Not bad. If we get him to play some, he won't be too terrible. As we advance to our next pick, which is at the end of the 4th round. Here in the later rounds, obviously, picks start to be less interesting, but they're still, they're still very much so important. So we can grab anyone here. Wheeler wouldn't be a bad pick, a late third-round talent. I also like Young, Marcus Young, a late third-round talent. Getting the offensive line wouldn't be bad. Esparza is a late fourth-round talent. Eric Craig might be our next pick after this. Earl Gilchrist looks like an early fifth-round talent. He's going to be good. I think... don't think we need Craig. Maybe we go Wheeler and then Gilchrist. Wheeler fits the thing out of William and Mary. We're going to pick Wheeler. Late third-round talent. 68 hidden dev. That's important. That means that that was a really good pick out of us to be able to grab him from William and Mary. And that's actually a really good pick to be able to grab this late in the draft. Next up, we have a late fifth-round pick. Hoping that the linebacker is still there that we were looking at. He is Gilchrist. I think he's going to be the pick. We might be able to wait till the second round, but I don't think we risk it, man. I mean, he looks really good out of South Dakota State. I think we have to do it. We're going to Earl Gilchrist, the fifth-round talent. It's got to be the next pick, right? Or we could go Craig and then come back for Gilchrist in the next round because I think he'll still be there. Man, we don't need Craig, though. That's the thing. We get Craig and Stringer. Do we go Stringer first? And then Craig? No, we're just going to have to hope that Gilchrist Stringer's still there. We're going to grab Gilchrist. I think this is a really good pick. Normal dev, 67 overall. He'll be able to play behind Todd Davis and company. A lot of these players at the end of the round may never get to play for us, which is unfortunate. But if that's the way it goes, then... That's how the NFL is, you know. So we have 3 more picks here in this draft, as we got a 6th-round draft pick here. Craig is there, but we cannot draft him anymore. So these are the 3 players as the cornerback is gone. I think smart idea would be to grab Eric Smith, the right guard, just kind of a value pick, best player available. So we will do that and then advance here to our next pick. Advance to next user pick. 7th round, 23rd overall. Getting towards the end here. We get to draft... we actually have 3 more picks in this. I did see Russell Quincy out of BYU. I believe he is a burner. And he may never play, but I think we take a shot on him. He's a late 7th round talent, but I kind of want to grab him, so we're going to. Like I said, he may never play. But if I'm correct, he's, yes, 89 speed, 89 excel, 91 agility. So he's going to be quick there out on the edge. We might be able to use him if John Ross never decides to come. We also have a pick in the 26th pick. Let's see here. If we look at the draft board, Derek King is still there. He may never get drafted because he's not projected to be anything. Let's see here. Available players. No one really crazy. I don't know. I think we could just trade this pick. We don't need it for anything, and I don't really want... We could see what we'll get. We'll take something realistic. Maybe trade up for like a 6th next year. I think that's the play. A 6th round pick in 2021 is what we're looking for. But it doesn't look like we're getting any... Or 2022, so I guess we'll just take our guesses on who will be the worst team, and I'm going to pick the Rams. So let's do that, because like I said, we do not need that pick. I do want Derek King, so hopefully he's still there at our pick. I don't know who would take him, but it looks like 59 overall, Dalton Levens goes. Let's see here. The draft board looks like Derek King is still there. He's not worth anything, but look, he's a fast quarterback. He has got a good vert. He's athletic. And he's going to be a backup to Drew Lock. So I'm going to take him. He's a 58 overall. Obviously, it's terrible, but he is our Mr. Irrelevant. And that is going to do it for the draft. We'll look at our draft recap here. So we got, in the first round, we have the Will Felix, the left tackle out of Washington. Not a bad pick there. Sitting at a solid 72 overall. Curtis Metcalf was our 2nd round pick, also at a 72 overall. Our third-round pick, one of them was Terrell Casey, the halfback, 71 overall. We also got Dalton Bowman, the 69 overall right end out of Virginia Tech. Probably our best pick, Jeffrey Wheeler, the left outside linebacker with a hidden dev, 68 overall. We also got Earl Gilchrist, the middle linebacker out of South Dakota State. You got Eric Smith, the right guard out of LSU, the 65 overall. We also took Russell Quincy, the speedster, out of BYU, 64 overall. And then with Mr. Irrelevant, we took De'Aaron King to come in and play backup for our main man, Drew Lock. A little bit of a scrambler, you know. And I think that's just about it as we advance the week. And we look at the roster here. 84 overall. Looks like we got some good value out of the draft, bumping us up pretty far here. We're going to take Wheeler and probably move him into about wide receiver 6. Looking at the team here, we have Robinson, who's going to come in. Will Felix is also here. Left tackle, he's a rookie, obviously. Robinson, I know we just signed him. And it was a good pick. We might have to move Jawan James and have Felix play left tackle. We're going to add Jawan James to the trade block here. Because if we can get Will Felix here to left tackle and have him start for us, I would feel comfortable with that. We're going to actually move him to left tackle. Or, okay, I guess he's in right tackle, but that's fine. So, yeah, we're going to try to move Jawan James. If we can't move him before the preseason, we'll probably just end up cutting him. But Will Felix will most likely take over his role. Looking at the defense here, we have Wheeler as our backup left outside linebacker now. Going to be subbing in for Von Miller when he can. I'm excited to play a couple games with him. We did not, unfortunately, draft a cornerback, but that is fine. I feel comfortable with where the quarterback room is at. Dorrance Armstrong is going to play at right end for us. We also have Phillips and Metcalf here. Metcalf, I'm sure, will get his snaps in when the time comes. We also have Bowman, who I'm going to move to backup right end. Earl Gilchrist is our third middle linebacker because we're going to play him over Jewel. We want to kind of get the young talent and really show what they can do. In terms of special teams, we have, it looks like Carey, who was he the, halfback? He's going to be our secondary kick returner, sitting at an 83 overall, so if we ever need someone else to return our kicks. Speaking of him, he's going to be our third string running back until Justin Jackson, maybe we trade him or he gets injured or something like that. Carey's more so here just to kind of sit around and collect dust. So, yeah, we have one thing to do. If we look at our specialists, by the way, Jerry Judy's still here as the third down slot receiver. Third down back is Gordon. Power back is Gordon. Slot corner, da-da-da-da-da. This is what we're looking at. And, yeah, so we're going to go here to our depth chart and move the rookie out of BYU, Spencer Rattler, is that his name? We're also going to move De'Aaron King to our backup quarterback role because we want him to get some snaps. So where is he? He's not down here. What was his overall? Like 64. Russell Quincy, there he is. 64 overall. We're going to move him to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll move him to our wide receiver 5. That way he'll probably get a couple snaps throughout the season, but nothing big. And he might be able to come in and just, catch bombs. Unfortunately, what's-his-face did not sign with anyone, John Ross. And we're going to let him stay there as he collects dust in the free agency. We could sign him, but I am not spending $4.5 million in cap on him, even though I do think he could come in and be really good for us, being our probably wide receiver 3 or 4. I just don't see the worth. If he's there, maybe next year we pick him up. We could grab Cordero Patterson because I saw him a free agent, and he would be a special teams guy for us. That might be something we look into, quite honestly. It's only 2.5 million. I think I'm going to. He's a halfback. We're not going to use him, but we are going to have him just return kicks for us because he's got the superstar dev. I think that's a good idea to do that. I need to make sure that he doesn't get any snaps, though, first and foremost. So we're going to move him way down here as our third string. Sorry about my dog once again scratching at my door. But now if we go to our depth chart, we can move Cordero Patterson, one of the best kick returners to ever exist in the NFL. We can move him to our kick returner and punt returner. Where is he? 96 overall. That's going to be absolutely crazy. We got to do it. We're going to be returning hella kicks this year. I'm already calling it. I'm excited. I always like having a good return specialist, and he is there for us as we get him a 97 on kick returns. Like I said, man, it's just going to be so nice to have him in here, being able to return kicks and just all-around play for us. He's not too great, but, hey, he's not going to get any offensive snaps. We might use him in screen games a little bit and stuff like that. But, yeah, we might, I hate to do it, but I think what we do here is we put Justin Jackson on the trade block, see if anyone wants him. That way, what will happen is we can start Cordero Patterson as the backup and have Carey come in for him. Justin Jackson, kind of a local legend after the Super Bowl, but I think that if we move him while his value is high right now, that'll be useful for us. Cordero Patterson's kind of big, too. We can always move him to wide receiver. I think he played wide receiver, so that wouldn't be a terrible move. But right now, we're going to stick at halfback and just kind of collect snaps. We're going to move Jackson low so that he, kind of sits there. But that's what the team's looking like. In the next episode, we'll go through preseason. I'll probably end up playing 1 to 2 of the preseason games. You guys will see the highlights and stuff, and we'll cut the players and stuff like that. But, yeah, that is the offseason, and that is going to do it. If you guys did enjoy, please feel like comment down below and get hyped for this next season. Hopefully you go back-to-back in the Super Bowl rankings. If not, it's okay. But as you see right there, week 1 and week 2, we got 2 divisional matchups, so it's going to be tough. So, yeah, I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's episode. Peace out.